Hello everyone, thank you for joining me today on Everything Aero Pilates. Today I have the brand new 5-cord that just came out on HSN. It's the 5104, their newest, the 5104 and 5105 are their newest 5-cord models. They're their newest models at all. And this one is available on HSN right now. This is the gray. So I already opened the 5105, and if you have watched my unboxing and assembly of the 5102, it's the exact same procedure for these two, the 5105 and the 5104. So for these two models, I'm just gonna go quickly and put it together and then kind of display it for you guys, just so you can know what it looks like. That's the point of this video, so you can kind of get a look at this thing. So again, this is available right now at HSN with 3 flex pay payments. Sometimes they get up to 5 or 6 flex pay payments, and if you get that deal on a 5 or 6 flex pay payment, you are getting an amazing deal because it's no interest, they don't run your credit, you just have to give them a major credit card or PayPal, and you can get this machine home in your house right away. And I'm going to pay over the next 3 months, I had the 3 flex pay, to get this home, or to have this in my home. So I'm going to go ahead and open this up, and remember, when you are opening an Aero Pilates, you really want to lift up the flap and just kind of cut it so that you don't cut what's underneath. They do have protective layers, but I just have seen before that somebody went right through one of those protective layers with a really sharp object, and I also use these kind of dull scissors for it. And they cut into the tow bar padding, and that's such a bummer. Although I have a video showing how to fix that up. So the one thing I did want to show you about this one, I had mentioned in the 5105 video that the FedEx and UPS are just tossing these around like crazy from what I've been hearing. And my 5105, the blue model, every single corner was ripped, so that when I took this strap off and undid the tape, the box actually fell apart. But this box looks like it's in much better condition. And I did a walk around to show how bad that box was. Everything inside, for the most part, was okay. Some things were dirty, some things were a little banged up, but considering the time and effort to send this back, if there's nothing seriously wrong with it, I would not take the time to send it back. If I had a rip in my carriage though, I would send it back. That would be super disappointing to me. But sometimes the one thing I want to show you are these white ends here get a little dented. You can still use them with your end caps and your pulley risers and your tow bar or rebounder like that. And so that's not a huge worry unless it just really bothers you. But once you get that end cap on, you're not going to know that. My mom's machine is like that. She's had it for over 2 years and it's never caused her a problem. So if the little end is dented in a little and just kind of bent down, so it has like a shelf, it's like a top and bottom, and the bottom corner might be bent a little down, it does not affect the function of the machine. So then it's up to you at that point whether you want to send it back or not. Okay, so I showed you the 5105. This is the head and neck pillow. And I did mention this is a brand new head and neck pillow design, and I do think that's unfortunate because the new design is kind of like a more cheaply made head and neck pillow. I'm going to have to cut it open correctly, and we'll finally get it open and you can see it. Did that work? Oh yeah. Okay, so this one, as I showed you, it's really light. It has the curve, but this one does not hold the curve as well. It squishes down really easily when you're laying on it. So it's just not as practical, and I showed you that it kind of scrunches up. So it's not as good quality as the original head and neck pillow. And I said they probably still have some of the original head and neck pillows at QVC, separate sale, and maybe some of the separate sales on Amazon. But when you get them in these models, and this has been true of the 701 model, which is their brand new 4-cord Premier model that comes with a stand. The 701 model has the same neck pillow, and the 5104 and the 5105 is the blue one, and they have that squishy head and neck pillow. So I'm not sure if the separate pillow is this new softer one. It's still a very nice addition to this package, and if you did want it later, you would have to pay about $40 for the head and neck pillow, between $30 and $40. So it's a great deal to have it included in the package today. Here is also the giant rebounder. And this is the tallest rebounder to date. So this is the tallest rebounder to date. It's slightly taller than the Premier 701 and even the Premier 700 rebounder, just a sliver, just because it curves up a little at the top, and I'll show you that. And it's slightly bigger than the early 5-cord models. So that's just, you know, a little information about your rebounder. But this one that comes with this set is the tallest to date, and it is quite big. Oh, this is taped on. So when we're opening the new Aero Pilates, your pulley risers are in with your rebounder now. And they have them, I've seen them packaged a ton of different ways. Right now this is just bubble wrapped. Not even, it was sealed at the bottom, but it popped out. So those were gonna be loose soon. So I'm glad we got this when we did. And here is the very giant rebounder. And I'm gonna set it next to me. One thing you're gonna notice about the rebounders, even when you have a new Aero Pilates, is sometimes they're a little lopsided. You can see it kind of just looks a little crooked. It doesn't affect the jumping. And what you can do is you can adjust it. You can kind of move all the little things around. I tried to do that for a while, but I lost patience. But if it really bothers you, you can absolutely do that, and you can get it much more even looking. And so then you just have a typical Aero Pilates reformer in here. Your tow bar is exactly the same as all the other 5-cord tow bars. The widest tow bar to date, except for the Premier models, the Premier 700, Premier 701, and the early 5-cord models, the silver frame models, which are the 5000, 5002. They have the wide tow bar, the widest tow bar to date. So, but this is second widest to date on the 5-cord. And then you actually have 6 DVDs in this package, and then you can also get all 6 on demand on StaminaProducts.com. You put in your model number, which is this is the 55/5104, and then you're going to have serial number on this machine. You type that in as well, and you will get all 6 of these DVDs free on demand, plus 3 extra on demand workouts. So that's 9 workouts you're going to have on demand, 6 DVDs you have. And you also have the Jumpstart program in there, a downloadable healthy eating guide. These are the same exact shoulder pads that you've had from the other models, and everything else is the same. And I know this because I just put together the 5105, which is this sister model of this one in blue. And but I'm very excited about this gray. I wanted to see what this looks like. The funny thing is, you know, if you watch my channel, you know that I love the blue. And you know that my favorite reformer is the 20th anniversary, that royal, beautiful royal blue with a pretty swirl, and it has the bigger writing in white. And I just love the contrast of that. I love that. That's cheerful. I want to get on that all the time. But a family member of mine has a gray reformer, and it is really pretty. It's very muted. It's not normally my style. I'm like, I mean, I guess I wear a lot of blue. I just like blue. My favorite color is purple, oddly, but I don't wear purple. But the gray is really pretty. It was really pretty on their machine. And so this is a white frame with the gray, and you've seen the tan with the white frame in some of my other videos, and I thought it was kind of, let's just be honest, boring. But if you like tan, I'm not trying to say that you're boring. And just for my taste and for my color palette that I like, the tan I didn't love. But the gray that somebody else has, it was really pretty. So I wanted to see what this would look like with the white frame. So now I'm just going to take this out and I'm going to build it. I'm probably going to like kind of speed up this part of the video because you've seen all this before. If you need to know how to build an Aero Pilates reformer, I have plenty of videos on that where I take step by step. So please go ahead and check those out. Those will be assembly videos. I have plenty of those on my channel. I think about 4 where I do step by step, painstakingly detail on how to put this together. So I'm just going to do this quickly for you guys, and then I'm going to show you the end result. Real quickly, guys, I actually did see that this machine does have a slight dent. And you can see it here. It's bent down a little there. It has like a little bit of chip. Can you see how that's bent a little? That is not going to affect the performance or anything of the machine, so it's not going to be worth it to me to send back. But, you know, when you're first looking at it, it's kind of a bummer. Just put your end cap on. You're never going to see it again. It won't affect your balance or it won't mess up the machine. It's really just like a cosmetic type of thing. Alright everyone, so I thought they actually did a better job with this at UPS this time, but look at that. That is awful. I did not notice that at first. No, I don't know if they're just overworked or what, but this is the side, and it's not horrible, but there's some marks along the side, and these could potentially turn into rips. That's what's really frustrating. That actually looks like a cut right there, so that is super frustrating. to talk a little bit about this build, this is again the 5-cord 55/5104 brand new HSN Aero Pilates machine. And during this build, it's actually a really beautiful machine. This is the same gray that's on the 701. It's like a really light, pretty gray. Looks beautiful with this white frame. So I do love that. I'm going to pan over the machine afterwards. But just like any build, you have the styrofoam everywhere that I'm going to have to vacuum up. And what I did notice in this machine are some different changed out parts. The wheels that glide this machine are different than the ones in the previous models. The wheels down at the bottom that roll up the machine are a little different. But that's about it. The end caps have a different pattern, but they look just as good quality. So the 5104 and the 5105 both came in completely destroyed boxes from UPS, and there is damage and dirt and just like little flaws for both of these machines. I live right next to the state that this ships from. What I do want to tell you is that HSN was really great. I contacted them. They would have let me pack this back up, which would have been a huge pain in the rear, and UPS would have picked it up for me and returned it, and then I could wait until they got it back, and then they would have shipped me a new one. The reason I didn't do that is because both boxes that I've just received from them are damaged, so I figured the next one would also be damaged. They did give a partial refund for the damage, and so that was very nice and considerate. But the machine is actually really beautiful, and I'm just going to pan over it. Let me know if you have any questions or if you have any comments, and let's pan over this machine. So just forgive the mess. See that beautiful light gray with the white frame, whoops, black writing, and there it is.